just say, I saw the naked sketch, and they don't do that in America.
Well, to be honest, they don't do that either here. So that the main character, Frank, who is the naked guy, he does it all the time. So,
well, it was a thrill for me. I've been married 25 years, and you know that's the best sex I've had in a long time.
Good. I want to talk to you about what is it that you can do that makes you so significant that you are thanked in an Oscar speech by Halle Berry? What is it that you are so fantastic at?
Well, I'd like to take away all that fantastic stuff and just say I'd like to be humble and say that when I work with an actor, it's a symbiotic relationship. I learn off of them, they learn off of me. A good teacher always keeps learning. I'm always having revelations every time I work with somebody. And what we do was we take the negative things that are happening in someone's present life, figure out what needs to be fixed in that present person's life, and then we figure out in the script, how do we solve it in the script? So we take the pain and trauma of the actor themselves' lives, the pain and trauma of the character's life, fuse those together, find a solution. So we use the pain to accomplish something great with it, to find something wonderful about it, because most people self-destruct with pain, and they use that as an excuse to be a failure. So this way of working is taking pain and turning it into accomplishment. It's a great way to live your life too.
Can you give me an example? Because I know you've been working with Jim Carrey, who's a big, I'm a big fan of him. So could you tell me, how did you change his career?
Well, Jim Carrey first came to me. He called me up and he said, this was before he was famous. This was at a time when he had done a couple of shows and that they bombed and they blamed him for it. He couldn't even get an audition. He called me up and said, can you save my career? And I said, I can try. And so he came to the door and he was being Jim Carrey. He was like doing, I was like, hey, it's Jim Carrey. And then I gave him a script and then he decided he would just get really somber with it because he thought good acting was doing nothing. And actually good acting is taking chances, making bold choices. And so I told him, as long as it's real, as long as it's truthful, as long as it's desperate, comedy comes from pain. And the more pain you're in, the more funny you are.